Good morning, everyone. I'm on my way out of La Paz. I spent 2 nights here. It was a great stay, but too short, as I can say that about just about everything and everywhere I've stayed. There's a lot of things I left undone, but I'm on my way out of La Paz to ride the Death Road, the deadliest road in the world. It's about a 3-hour ride from here, just north. I'll let you know how it goes.
It's regarded as one of the most dangerous roads of the world, La Carretera de la Muerte, the Road of Death. Year after year, many people die here.
Y cuídanos del mar.
Some go looking for adventure. Others depend on this road. For all of them, it's a risky ride. South America. Bolivia. Starting in Ixyamas, situated in the tropical lowlands, the road leads 500 kilometers up to the plateau of the Andes at almost 5,000 meters altitude. The destination is the megacity of La Paz.
I'm at 4,038 meters, and yes, that is a snow-covered mountain right in front of me. I'm probably only 200 meters away from snow. I've just exited La Paz on my way to Death Road, and I've got a slight drizzle happening, so I am going to take my camera off and put it away so it doesn't get damaged. I'm cresting the pass at 4,400 meters, and it has snowed recently here. It's quite cool. I've got most of my winter gear on, and on my way to Death Road, and apparently I'm going to drop down to the Amazon jungle where it's going to heat up. This is not Death Road, this is just the road to Death Road, but this is the canyon I'm dropping down into. It's a pretty windy road itself, but it's all paved. We'll see what Death Road is. Well, this is it. This is the beginning of Death Road. There's a bunch of mountain bikers that are going to be heading down, and I'll be either just in front of them or just behind them. Unfortunately, it's drizzling a little bit, so I'm not going to be able to ride with my camera on, but I will stop off and take some shots. It's still drizzling a little bit. I was going to put the camera on, but it started drizzling a bit again, but I've probably about 3 or 4K into it, and it's still pretty foggy, but this is what we've got so far. It drops off a long way down on the left-hand side and straight up on the right, as you can see. So let's carry on, and I'll stop a little bit further down and we'll see what else we've got. Okay, I'm just putting along going down Death Road. Now just imagine that buses actually drove this road, brought people on this road, and they would meet other traffic going the other way. I have not seen one place yet where a bus could pass another bus. Possibly here, but even here it's fairly narrow. This is just an insane road if they were taking buses down here. Back in the day, when they were using it all the time, they were killing between 300 and 500 people a year on this road. Hard to believe. Yep. Okay, I'm just getting passed by a bunch of mountain bikers, so I could probably go a little faster. All good?
Yes, we are fine.
Yeah. You guys just fly down here.
Huh?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I was just doing some videoing,
Before the places like this, I recommend you take the left side.
The left side?
Yeah, reduce the speed, then you can continue. Because repentry can be another car coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, because repentry can be another motorcycle coming up. And I recommend you before the close corner, pass the horn, because they need to know.
Okay.
That was the rule here.
Okay. That's great. The mountain bike guide is giving me a little bit of direction as well. Very happy about that. And the odd thing is here is we're supposed to stay on the left-hand side and allow the oncoming traffic to go on the right, which is exactly the opposite of what happens everywhere else we drive. Here's one place I could stop and have a view of how far it drops off. Unfortunately, we can't see the bottom because of the fog, but you can see quite a ways down there. Give you an idea of what I'm riding. Well, maybe it's better than the fog. It's a little intimidating when you can see how steep it drops off there and how far it goes down. Oh, riding under a waterfall. I'm just still amazed that buses actually drove down this road. Riding this in the fog does make it a little bit spooky. Unfortunately, this is the day that I had to ride it. It was either not ride it or ride it in the rain and fog. So here we are. It's starting to warm up. We've been losing elevation steadily since I've entered this road. Probably be taking off some clothes in a few minutes as it starts to warm up. So this road was built in the 30s by prisoners, I believe Peruvian prisoners. And yeah, I have to get more information on that. But this is spectacular. It's not too bad. At least there's a lot of rocks, no mud, no slippery mud. But getting good traction. Half my mountain bikers again. Let's see if I can keep up with them. They seem to be having an easier time with it for me, but I am riding by myself and there cannot be any mistakes. So I'll just have to live with it. Just got some more encouragement and some advice from the mountain bike guide. About 2 more hours of this, and then the road flattens out, and it's still gravel, but another hour on the gravel. But this kind of riding ends in about 2 hours. Yeah, they're stopping off and regathering their group and whatnot, and I'm just going to carry on and just putt my way down through here. They go a lot faster than I go. Holy! Now, I've ridden mountain bikes, and on this kind of terrain, yeah, you can really rip. But it does give me a sense of security knowing and having those guys behind me, just in case I do get into trouble. There'll be somebody there to get me out of trouble. At least hopefully they can get me out of trouble. Bridge. Look at that. Nice waterfall. Holy. Wow. Drop straight off into a gully there. I'm finding that if I just idle down in first gear, with just a slight feathering of the rear brake, it's just about right. Yeah, it's nice to get off the pavement for a change. Ride some gravel road. Be nice if the fog lifted so we could see what exactly is happening over there. Off to the left. Well, maybe I don't want to know. It's still foggy, but the rain has pretty much stopped. I'm really glad happy about that, because It would have been a shame to ride this road without being able to film some of it. This is incredible. It's not incredibly difficult, but it's incredibly scenic, even though it's foggy. But what I can see is fabulous. It's really lush, tropical here. You see all the trees are overhanging the road. On this side of the Andes, they get a lot more rain than in the western side. So, crossing under another waterfall. I just passed the reason why they call this Death Road. There was about 24 crosses along the side of the road, a few meters back. Oh, there's another one there, another one there. More here. Yeah. Probably completely lined with crosses. If they were killing between 300 and 500 people a year, can't believe they kept it open, or that anybody would even ride or come on this road when they're having those kinds of statistics. Crazy. Well, since I've started, it's been continually downhill. There's not been one flat spot or one uphill section. I thought we would have to go a few miles before we got into the meat of it, but no, we started right off the bat into the canyon, and it hasn't stopped. See the cliffs on this side going straight up. What do we got going here? Big rocks. As this road was built by prisoners, I doubt that anybody got paid. Basically, it was slave labor. Back in the 30s, there wouldn't be a lot of heavy equipment like cats and graders and things like that. It was done mostly with pick and shovel. Probably a few guys died building this road as well, like the Road of Bones over in Mongolia. This was quite a feat of engineering. Even today, it would be difficult to build a road on this kind of terrain. I can't believe there's a house out here right in the middle of this road, in the middle of this desolate canyon. More houses. I did not expect this. I thought we would be on our own out here. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm going to get stopped here. Perfect timing. Gentlemen, ¿cuánto? Wow. Got a few trees down so we can see a little bit.
Día.
Buenos días.
Aquí va a salir.
¿Cuánto, gentlemen?
25.
So 25 Bolivianos to ride the road.
Esto más.
Ah, okay.
Lo va a guardar. Le van a pedir esto.
Uh-huh. Okay, is somebody going to take that ticket at the end?
Sí. Más abajo le van a pedir.
At the end. Okay. Gracias, senor.
Listo.
I knew that was happening because I watched a YouTube video and he got charged the same, so it's all good. It's all part of the adventure. You see they've dropped the rope and I'm ready to go. Perfect timing for having to go to the washroom, that's for sure. And I'm off. Adios. Well, here's a place we could stop and take photos, but I'll show you what we could see. This sign says, welcome to Bienvenidos a la Central Tudifierro, Death Road, Bolivia. So let's go over there and have a look and see what we can see. Well, we can hear it. There's a river down there. But that's it. That's all we can see. Fog. Well, it's not our lucky day, but it's still a great day to ride this road. I was a little bit reluctant to ride this road on a crappy day like today, but now that I'm here, it's fine. I was a little bit intimidated this morning, but that's kind of passed and I'm feeling pretty good. And, really enjoying the ride and the scenery and the experience. Wow, this is amazing. It's not the most technical road I've ridden. The road from El Fuente to Batapilas was much more technical, a lot more up and down since we went over 5 mountain ranges with dozens and dozens and dozens of switchbacks on the way up each mountain range, and dozens and dozens and dozens of switchbacks on the way down of each mountain range. So it was a much more technical ride, but this one is pretty cool. Look at those cliffs going straight up. That's the first vehicle I've seen. First car anyway. I've seen the mountain bikers and that's it. Look at this. The road gets really super narrow here and drops straight off to my left. Who knows how far down. And another cross. Crazy. Oh wow. This is absolutely fantastic. All this water you see is actually not rain, it's waterfalls coming off the mountain, up that cliff that we were just looking at. This is so beautiful in here. It's hard to put it into words, so we'll just take pictures. Now just imagine coming up here on a bus. That would be insane. I just passed a whole bunch more of the shrines, thinking that I don't know how many years this road was actively used, but if they were losing between 300 and 500 people a year, they would have to line this entire road with shrines. If they used it for like 30, 40 years, you know, you'd be into the thousands and thousands of people that have died on this road. I guess that's why they call it the world's deadliest road. I never checked my mileage when I started, so I'm not sure how far I'm into it. The 20K mark seems to be a significant point for some reason. Maybe it was the halfway point that Google picked, but right after that is a restaurant, and I might be ready for lunch when I get there. Well, I will be ready for lunch. I am still descending. We started descending as soon as we entered the road and have not stopped. 64 kilometers. I didn't get too much sleep last night. And when I got here, because of the weather, I thought, oh, should I or shouldn't I? But I think I made the right decision. This is incredible. Well, this bike isn't really set up for this kind of riding. It's got highway tires on it and pressures to ride on the highway, which make it a little bit difficult to ride on this kind of terrain. It hasn't been all that bad. It would have been worse if it was dry, sandy conditions. The tire just wouldn't grip on it. Because this is so rocky, the highway tires are actually finding some traction on this. So it hasn't been too bad at all. The highest pass I went over this morning was 4,400 meters. Now I'm below 2,000 meters. And I'm starting to overheat because I've got all my winter gear on. I think I'm close to that restaurant where I'm going to stop and have something to eat, and then I will disrobe, get rid of some of these heavy clothes. Because I'm descending into the Amazon basin, and it's going to heat up. Well, this looks like a viewpoint. Even though it's foggy, I'm going to pull over and have a look. Maybe we can see something. It looks like a lot of alluvial stuff comes down that ravine and ends up on the road. I can see it's just a small track at the bottom of that slide area. But I'll be able to get through. No issues there. And the road snakes right down through there and over to there. We're pretty much looking straight down here. And that's how steep it is. But with this fog, it's a bit surreal. Kind of spooky at times. But it's cool, very cool. Unfortunately, it's not great for photos, but it's okay to ride in. You're the guide for the mountain bike.
Or Jimmy Zaynor. No, I'm joking. No, from here until here was dangerous, the road.
The dangers?
Until here, from up there was dangerous, super cliff, narrow, rocky. But from here, the road will be fine. Yeah, sometimes will be wide. As I told you this morning, up there, the road will be. You are near to the flat section.
Okay.
Yeah, around 15 minutes or 20 minutes approximately, you're gonna continue riding in downhill section. After that time, the road will be flat until the next stop. There is a point, the ticket point.
The ticket point.
The ticket point. You need to report your ticket.
Oh, okay. I still have it.
Yeah. You need to report your ticket in the ticket point. Until there, from here will be 25 or 20 minutes in your motorcycle.
Okay.
That's
fantastic.
Then after that will be downhill, flat. Downhill, flat. Last downhill, and you finish.
Then done.
Yes, then done.
Okay.
Then you can. There is a place like this with tables. Funny place with music. You can buy a cold beer there if you want, or you can rest, or you can continue. Will be like this. The road will be like this.
So I was riding. I started on Death Road, and these three mountain bikers with their guide started at the same time. And at first, they kept passing me every time. I go, God, I got a motorbike and I'm being passed by people on mountain bikes. But I was a little intimidated at first. So now I'm starting to pick up the speed a bit. And but we both ended up at the same lunch spot. And I'll just introduce you to them, or they'll introduce themselves. So
yeah, hi guys, I'm Francesca. I'm from London. And I'm taking some time off work to travel.
Fabulous.
I'm Will, also from London, and yeah, similar, taking some time off for work, do a bit of travelling around the world.
Fantastic.
Hey everyone, I'm Tom, I'm from Chester in the UK, but at the moment I'm living in Canada.
Okay, so what's your itinerary on this trip?
So we started in Peru.
Peru?
In Lima.
Yep.
And then we went down to Machu Picchu, Cusco, Ollantaytambo, Aguascalientes, back to Cusco, and then we went down to Puno, arrived in La Paz yesterday, and then we're off to Sucre tomorrow, and then ultimately down into the Salt Flats and into the Atacama as well.
Fantastic.
Before finishing in Chile.
And so, where do you live in Canada?
I'm in Kitchener-Waterloo.
Kitchener-Waterloo.
Working at the University of Waterloo at the
Oh,
moment.
Are you a teacher there?
No, I just do research.
Research?
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, guys, fantastic meeting you guys.
And you.
I'm going to be on the way, so
good luck.
Yeah.
See you.
Take care.
Bye.
This is the section where the slide has come down and partially blocked the road. It doesn't look like I'm going to have any problem getting through here. I could just imagine with heavy rains and the water all rushing down that hill, flushing all this alluvial stuff down onto the road, that they would have to come here and clear it off once in a while. That was the first uphill of the entire road. Lasted about 20 meters, now we're going down again. The guide was just telling me that I'm almost done, about 20k left, and the road is quite easy from here on in. And then it'll flatten out for about another hour, and then I'll be on paper. So the hard part is over, and it has been a fabulous ride. One of the things that made this ride so intimidating for me was I didn't get a lot of information on this road before I started. I watched a YouTube video of a guy who's ridden it, and I talked to some people that had mountain biked it a couple of weeks back, and that's about all the information I had. I couldn't find much official information on it, so I didn't really know what to expect, or whether it'd be easier to ride one way or the other, so I just rode out here, and I thought I'll figure it out when I get here. But luckily, when I got to the starting point, there was a group of mountain bikers starting, and their guide gave me a play-by-play description of what to expect and how to ride this road. So I got the information exactly when I needed it, so everything worked out perfectly. Another house right on the edge of the cliff along the side of this road. What would you do out here? Holy smokes. I don't imagine they paid much for the lot though, if anything. Well, it's getting hot. I'm down to 1,600 meters down from 4,400, so the temperature is rising and I've got way too many clothes on, so I'm going to disrobe. But the fog is also starting to clear. It's not clearing, it's just above me now. I'm below the fog, so I'm out of the clouds. So I'm going to take a few more still photos. Now that I have descended down to 1,600 meters, I am below the clouds and have a great view of the valley. I've also had to take off 2 layers because I was way too hot, overheating like crazy. I am descending into the Amazon basin. The road is a little less rocky, a little bit easier to ride. But now that it's less rock, it's a little bit slippier with that mud. So I have to be very careful. And I did see a car coming in, so I have to stick to the left-hand side, even though it is steep. And I don't know if you can see that, but straight ahead up there is quite a sizable town on that mountain. I don't know which one it is, but I will do a little research to find out. One of the things that the guide insisted on, as well as staying to the left, is honk your horn before you go around the corner. But unfortunately, I don't have a horn, so I can't do that. But the one car that I did meet was honking his horn on every corner, so that was fabulous. Well, I just went through the exit gate where I had to present them with that ticket that I had purchased a while back, and they took off a piece of it. And right here it says, "Welcome to Death Road." I thought I just finished it, but maybe this coming from this way would be "Welcome to Death Row." There is the canyon. That is amazing. There's a paved road right over there. I think that's the new road they built. I've still got a ways to go on the gravel road, and then I'll probably end up on that road and then start heading south. Welcome to Death Row. Actually, this isn't welcome. I just finished riding Death Row and riding down to a paved road. I'm still about an hour away on gravel road, but it goes down to a flat part and it's really easy riding. I just have to remember to stay on the left-hand side. You have to ride on the left-hand side until you get to the pavement. Okay, so this is it. The hard part of Death Road is done. It was a great day of riding. I'll be heading out to the highway soon. I'm really glad I made the decision. There was thoughts in my mind where I thought maybe I shouldn't ride it today because of the poor weather, but I'm really glad I did make that decision. And this will be an experience I'll remember for the rest of my life. I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but I'm actually riding in a school zone right now. I'm always supposed to be going 10 kilometers per hour. See, this creek is coming down and going right over the road, going into that ravine. So I'll just work my way through this tunnel, and there we are. I'm sure I won't forget this soon. It seems I have to ride on the left, so if I have to pass somebody off, matter of fact, this is the first person I passed while I'm doing it. I would be knocked off the road and into the ravine, never to be found, most likely. What is going on here? Laguna Cedar Romeo. Ah, camping area. Buenas tardes. Agua caliente?
No, frío.
Frío. Sí. You see the pool is being filled by a waterfall coming into the background there. That's pretty cool. And then it exits out here. It also looks like a place where some people do their laundry. This looks like a pretty fancy place. Oh, this is a restaurant. Although, it's pretty quiet around there. Nope, nobody around. Back on pavement now, officially done the world's deadliest road, Death Road. Lectura. Passport? ¿Pasaporte?
No, 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 no. No, está muy bien esto, la placa, pero ¿sabe qué? No hay factura, se nos ha arruinado. La compresorita ha quemado, ha dado un corte y se quemó.
You not selling me gas?
No hay factura. Solo gasolina te puedo cargar.
Yeah, okay, we'll put gas in.
Pero sin ese papelito que te damos, ¿no ve?
Papelito, I don't
no
understand.
hay, no hay.
Can you sell me gas? Gasolina?
Sí, gasolina te puedo cargar aquí.
Sí.
Ya, ¿cuánto quieres? Aquí atrás. Ven aquí tu moto, allá se va a cargar. Aquí te voy a cargar. Aquí.
Oh, you come here?
Aquí.
Sí, okay.
¿Cuánto vas a cargar?
Ya no.
Bien. Del 000.
Sí. Good.
1, 2.
Gracias. Just a quick side note here. In Bolivia, the gas is subsidized by the government for the nationals, for the people that live here. And it's about 3 times as more expensive for foreigners like myself. But some gas stations won't even sell you gas because they have to write down the passport number and record it. They don't want to do that, so they just say, no gas for you. So this is my 3rd stop to get gas. Finally, they agreed to sell me some gas here. I have to be very careful. I'm going to start looking for gas at every 100K just in case I can't get it. And so I've always got a full tank.